Okay, good morning and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this webinar that is one in a series of webinar that's been going on now for a few months. And the story behind these webinars is actually related to something new out there, which is called the Marketplace for Infor M3. And this is something that actually LeanSwift is sponsoring. And in this presentation, you will get a little bit more information about the whole scenario around the marketplace. But we are going to move straight into the presentation. And today, it's actually LeanSwift's turn to present. We've had previously, we had many partners from the Infor Marketplace presenting, but today it's LeanSwift's turn, and we're going to talk about mobile apps for Infor M3. And we actually originally had Robert Bodis as our presenter. Unfortunately, he had to pull away for an emergency and to go help our customers. But of course, we have the second best in command, which is Mr. Johan Axelsson. He's going to come in and do the presentation for today. So Johan, do you want to fire away?
Sure. Thank you very much. So thanks everyone for joining in. As you know, most of you are familiar with LeanSwift. LeanSwift as the global leader in e-commerce and mobility for mobile solutions for Infor M3. LeanSwift, as just really quickly about LeanSwift as a company, a global talent with supporting M3 customers globally. We are headquartered in the US and focusing M3 services in the US market, but we also do a lot of e-commerce and mobility on the global stage. Number one, though, in our offering is our M3 services. Combined with e-commerce and with mobility and integration, these three services offerings, products and offerings, combined is what we're using to digitize your business. And I think if you guys haven't started here yet, when it comes to digitizing your business, today is the day to start. So thank you for joining in. And today's presentation now, bear with me, we're going to do some live demos showing how MobileFirst works. And when it comes to digitizing your business, the number one thing that we'd like to focus is agility. All of us needs to make sure that we become more agile. We need to increase speed to market. We need to make our employees more productive. We need to have more leaner processes and maximize our utilization of our assets. And to do this, well, everything that we do digitally, of course, is going to make it easier for us to be more agile. And at LeanSwift now, I mean, we're no different from you guys, man. We have our processes and procedures. And one of the things that we've been focusing is, well, how can we deliver products and services faster? How can we have increased our speed to market? How can we deliver these at a lower cost to you guys? Just like you need to look at how can you deliver your products and services to your customers in a more quicker way, in more agile way. And the marketplace that Caroline has mentioned, that is one vehicle that we're using to simplify our business processes, to be more agile. And it's not limited to mobility. As you can see now, we can deliver JScripts, we can deliver mashups, integrations to M3. So anything and everything you need for M3 could and should be offered on the marketplace. And we have more partners joining in here on a weekly and monthly basis. So you're going to see an increased offering on the marketplace.
And this is a work in progress, right?
It is a work in progress.
Yes.
It's never going to be completed. And the key thing that we're going to focus today is our digital operations increase agility. So when it comes to the marketplace, there's some benchmarks out there. Magento has a great marketplace. Salesforce has a great marketplace. Oracle has a marketplace. Everyone has a marketplace. And now even Infor M3 has a marketplace. So the key thing for the marketplace now is, of course, for you guys to find products and solutions. But for us, it's not limited only to presenting the products. We are also using the marketplace to be able to manage a secure access to your system, because when running these mobile apps, security is a key thing that we take very seriously when it comes to connecting to your M3 system. So it needs to be agile. We need to be quick to deploy these solutions, but at the same time, we cannot risk security when it comes to accessing the system. So the marketplace will return to this later to see the offerings on the marketplace. I bet all of you have already been there. If you haven't been there, go take a look at the Infor M3 Marketplace, the type of products that we are offering. And today's, as I mentioned now, the content on the marketplace includes a bunch of different things, but today's focus is on mobility and LeanSwift's mobile applications. You will, in the next couple of weeks, you will see more mobile solutions from other partners being deployed in the marketplace, being offered on the marketplace as well. So stay tuned for more product offerings.
Yeah, ideally this is going to be a big community page where you can go and shop around and find all your things that you need.
And also a community for you guys to share anything that you would like to have a possibility to share with other M3 customers.
I forgot to say something, but you have an ability to ask questions, but we will address them towards the end, and you'll find that little box where you click and kind of put in your questions. But we'll do that towards the end.
Good. Feel free to add any comments or questions along the path. So when it comes to LeanSwift's mobile offering, we do have a couple of different offerings on mobility. We do have a standard offering, which includes a suite of standard iOS applications. And again, coming back to agility, we want to make it easy for you guys to find and deploy solutions and to be able to get up and running with these in as quickly as possible. So we need to digitize our processes just like you guys do. So when it comes to MobileFirst, you will find MobileFirst on Apple's App Store. So one of the things that I like to showcase for you today is how you will go about deploying this from the user's point of view. So remember now, there's two sides of this. We have the administrators, the Infor M3 administrators side of things, and you have your user's experience. And from your user's point of view, it needs to be really simple to deploy and run an application connected to Infor M3. So I'm gonna switch to my iPad, so you can now see my iPad, right? And on this iPad, I need to unlock. And I don't have MobileFirst installed now, so the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to the App Store, and on the Apple App Store, I've already searched for Infor M3. So if you go look for Infor M3, you will find currently one application that is an iPad application for Infor M3, or MobileFirst from Infor M3 from LeanSwift. So I'm downloading the app. Once I've downloaded the app, I'm going to open the app. And if you guys, guys would like to try this out at home, feel free now to go to the App Store, download MobileFirst. And we actually have a test account set up. So I'm going to log in with demo at LeanSwift.com. And the top secret password for you to remember is demo. So if you want to try this out, feel free to use demo at LeanSwift.com, demo. No guarantees for that this always will be available, but what's happening now is, as a user, I downloaded the app. Once I logged in, I had an app now that was launched as a default. We had set up inventory counting as the default application. Yes, you can see now I have access to inventory counting, stock transfer, inventory availability, a number of different apps within MobileFirst. And I'm going to go to stock transfer, which was the application that I wanted to showcase. Really simple application using for moving stocks from one warehouse location to another warehouse location. I'm actually going to, let me open up my applications. I'm going to shut this down and go back Hold on. I'm going to go back and open up MobileFirst once again to see if you have logged in once, the second time you log in, I'm coming back to inventory counting. So the user does not have to log in over and over again. You can set the timeout, how frequent they need to log in. And I'll go back to my stock transfer again. I've set up a warehouse 001. I can key in an item number. I can either use my keyboard to do this, or I can hit the button on the right and open up the camera. It says MobileFirst would like to access the camera. Would I like to give him access? Okay, I'll give him access. And then I can just start scanning a barcode. Now, I was a bit quick when I scanned the barcodes. I had an item number that does not exist. Okay, so of course I need to scan. I'm going to scan this product, but I'm actually scanning this barcode for the product. So that's my item number. And it's just so when I scanned the wrong barcode, it did an instant validation directly to see that it was a valid item number. I'm running this now directly connected to M3. I'm going to move this item from warehouse location. And if you can see this at the bottom right here, this is the piece of paper that I have printed here with a couple of barcode locations. I'm going to go to from location, open up the camera again, scan this from location YR0102. The quantity should be 6. And my to location that I like to scan, open up the barcode scanner again. And it's blistering fast to scan these barcodes. And I have a big process button at the bottom. I'm going to hit the process button. And we're doing a stock transfer in M3. So item transfer successfully. So as simple as that. Of course, if you look at this application now, I said, wow, that's a really simplistic application. One of the key things we're trying to accomplish when it comes to this application is that they should be really small, nimble, easy to use, so you don't need any user training for any people using these. And this applies across the board for all of our applications, that it needs to be quick to deploy and easy to use without reading a manual or with minimal training to get started. Of course, then, when you're looking at this application, all of these applications sometimes need to be amended to fit your business processes when it comes to if I do picking, for instance, should I move it to a pack location? Should I just pick it with, do we do pick pack before, packing before we do the shipping? So some of them might need to be adjusted a little bit, but every application is really small and nimble and easy to use. And as you saw, really quick to deploy as well, to get up and running. Okay. So that was the first showcase. Behind the scenes, we had set up the demo user to be authorized to run these applications. If you don't authorize him, he will not be able to connect and use these applications. So bottom line, increase your business agility. But what if now the app that you need is not available on the marketplace? Well, one of the things that we do quite frequently is also, as I mentioned now, these applications, these apps needs to be tailored to fit your business processes. So you could see these as templates that we then can you can use them as inspiration, and we can then design applications that really fit your business requirements. And one of these requirements now that we've catered for is for one of our customers, Rod Equipment. They were looking for a mobile app for the sales reps so they can efficiently see the inventory and necessary details about the different equipment that they had available for sales. So starting off then in the process, our design agency, what they are looking at is working together with you guys as customers to see, well, what should the user experience look like? What should the navigation look like? How do we move from one screen to another? How do we minimize the number of keystrokes to really make these applications as simple and easy to use as possible? So first step of this is that we are coming up with a mock-up design where you can actually click through the design and get a really good understanding of what the app will look like even before we implement the app. Another thing to think about is, well, what is the look and feel? How would, even if this is it used internally? Is it used externally? Since we have a secure access to M3, we could easily now deploy applications not only for your internal people, but also for your customers or your vendors. So your branding is, of course, super critical when it comes to getting the right look and feel, the right user experience. And as you can see at the top left, that was the inventory app now for route equipment, and some specifications on where additional equipments that are attached to this particular machines. So that was one example, going through the process of designing the application, making it look exactly the way you want it to look, and very important, creating a user experience that is really simple to use. So the next demo now is for proof of delivery. And when it comes to the proof of delivery application, a little bit of a story behind this is that the customer now used to have a paper trail for making the deliveries to the customer. The customer needed to sign the proof of delivery document at the scene, brought this back to the office where we keyed in and reported the delivery in M3. There was a time delay. Sometimes people writing on this piece of paper did not write it very clearly, so some misreadings of any notes or comments on the proof of delivery. Also, there was then a scanning process where we scanned the proof of delivery document, stored this in document archive for customer service to be able to use, and the process was very analog, very tedious. So when it comes to the process now of digitizing, the benefits of digitizing this process has been tremendous. It's from a speed of processing managing the entire process, which means that we can do the delivery reporting directly in real time in M3. We're creating a proof of delivery document that is stored in IDM instantly. So customer service has access to this document 2 seconds after the delivery has been completed. And one of the most important parts, the proof of delivery document is being sent to the customer as well. So the customer gets his confirmation and can see that they actually signed for the receipt directly. So if I'm switching back again to my iPad, and the proof of delivery application now it has a couple of settings to get started. As you can see, there's some similarities with the look and feel, some settings on which user is using this, which environment that I'm connected to. You can see at the top left that I'm connected to a test environment right now. I have some driver details that I can set up. So for the driver, when the driver picks up his tablet and is going to use this in the morning, the first thing that they can set up, they will just pick an iPad. So this is actually now Jane, though, that is going to use this tablet today. So when Jane picks this up, she also will write her name. Boom. And she's ready to go. So the next thing that Jane is doing is to say, well, which truck am I going to use today? So we have M46 is for a warehouse location 46, and she's got 4 different trucks to pick from. And Jane, she likes to drive the Kenworth, so she's picking the Kenworth truck, and she can then see the deliveries that are scheduled for today to be delivered by herself and her truck. So she fires off, goes to Southgate Fence. She comes to Southgate Fence and says, well, here's my delivery. I have 2 delivery lines now. I have my concrete and I have my solar panels that I'm going to deliver. And as I'm delivering this, we noticed that we actually, we missed something when we did the loading of the truck. So I didn't actually have 30 pieces. I only had 29. And I missed one on the dock. So I'm making a note directly. Sorry, I'm gonna do better next time. So confirming this, I'm gonna go back and actually say I can also now, if someone's not there to receive this, I can take pictures and confirm this. So I'll just I'm gonna just add some pictures. There's one picture. Here's a second picture. And Caroline,
don't take a picture of me.
Caroline doesn't want to be in the picture.
No.
So I'm confirming now. I have 3 different pictures that I can actually show that yes, I made this delivery. And boom, I'm ready to go. So now I want to make the customer now. We had a default email picked up from the customer master, so the customer is going to get this, going to get a copy, but I'm going to send this to myself. And as I work on my deliveries, you're going to see that this is something that I normally don't have to. Johan. Something that I normally don't have to do, but because the email address is defaulted, and as a customer now, I will sign that I have received this. So slide to accept. Customer accepts the delivery, and he hands the tablet back to the driver, and the driver says, "Okay, thank you very much. That delivery is completed and gone." So simple as that. So and takes the next one and continues. And what's happened behind the scene is the delivery is reported in M3. A PDF document is created, stored in the document archive. The PDF was sent to that email address that I did set up. So the customers receive pictures, the confirmation, etc. as well. So switching back to the PowerPoint, and I'll just really quickly take a look in my. I'm going to take a look at my inbox, and in my inbox you can see that I received a delivery confirmation. So as a customer, here's my delivery confirmation. See, I missed one on the dock. I'm sorry. Signatures was Jane Doe was the driver and Johan was the receiver, and we got the pictures attached to the PDF. So this is the same thing that the customer is going to see as stored in the document archive. So just one example of tremendous improvement in efficiency when it comes to making this delivery. Okay. So at the end of the day, digital operations, they increase our business agility and makes the customers happier. We're increasing the communication with the customer. So, and this is just one start. Just a start. If we think of what we can do with this going forward when it comes to increasing the customer communication, notifying if the customer has an app downloaded, notifying the customer ahead of time that this delivery is coming, for your customers to be able to track any deliveries, etc. Just a few examples.
Yes, and obviously they've been able to save tons of money.
Absolutely.
It's been huge for them. So okay, yes, if you guys have questions, please put them in the little window there for Q's and A's. I do have actually a few that came in. So somebody's asking about availability for Androids, because right now the focus is on iOS.
True. So if we look at the out-of-the-box solutions, if I go back to the marketplace, as you saw the standard mobile apps that we are offering on the marketplace, they are all based on iOS. So we do Android development on demand, just like we provide iOS development on demand. Some of the applications that you saw here was delivered on demand. So the out-of-the-box solutions currently available is for iOS only, but it doesn't mean that the proof of delivery application that we just saw, we have an Android version of that one as well, but they are custom delivered at this point.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then we have somebody asking about license and pricing. How does this work? This is very inexpensive. What is included?
Mhm. It is very inexpensive, and I think one uh, key concept that we want to accomplish when it comes to these applications is to uh, package and deliver these applications uh, as simplistic as possible. So we're not looking at delivering one Swiss Army knife with 47 functions, which of course would make it more pricey. So instead, you're buying, licensing these applications a la carte. So the stock transfer that you saw is for $9 per user per month, um, very low cost, but at the same time, you only buy exactly what you need.
Mhm. Yep. And then we have somebody asking, are you planning on building apps for ad lot control support? And what about container management? So,
Lot control. So, as of course, if you look at the inventory availability, goods receiving, a lot of customers do have a need of lot control. So at this stage, all of these applications again are offered without lot control. But if you have a need for this, let us know. And there's a couple of different ways for us to be able to add this. One is to add it to the standard application. Other one is to add it for your specific deployment. Depending on how, if you know, in 13.4 does not only include lot control like M3 has had for a long time, but also sublots. So let's look at your business case and see exactly how you would like to use this and how you like to report it.
okay. Okay, great. Well, thank you, Johan. I think that was it. And if anyone has other questions and want to follow up after the webinar, we will send out an email with our contact information. And again, my name is Caroline Jaiborn, and I am in charge of marketing and sales here at LeanSwift. And Johan is actually our CEO and also work a lot with presenting these products and solutions that we have within the company. So everybody, thank you so much for joining in today. This will be a recording, so if you do want to share this recording with your colleagues, please let us know. And again, thank you and have a wonderful day.
Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for your attention.
Bye-bye.